What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ray, and we are back with a new video today. So, if you haven't heard yet, we have been breaking the news last night. Um, if you don't know who the podcaster Tim Pool is, very big influencer, very big, all over the media, social media. So the news is that he someone had actually pulled up to his property. Thank God. I think they said he does have security gates and stuff. And somebody opened fire. They shot many shots. Of course, we know he has spoken out about Candace Owens, just bluntly, of what's going on with Candace and Turning Point USA. So I'm going to play this video real quick of Benny Johnson. He just broke the news as well. And we're going to go from there.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. It has been a year of heightened and accelerating political violence. I'm getting kind of sick of this. There's been a lot of rhetoric that has been thrown around carelessly, a lot of lies, and it is getting people killed. Charlie Kirk murdered on camera. Donald Trump took a bullet to the head. Members of the MAGA movement murdered as well. Corey Comperentor. Multiple people have been arrested and are sitting in prison for threatening to murder and kill my entire family. Here's another one from just last week. A stalker who roamed the neighborhoods in and around my home, asking where I was, then showed up at Cat Turd's residence, threatening to kill Matt Walsh and his kids.
It's ridiculous.
It is true demonic darkness versus light. And we covered earlier in the week that Tim Pool has, been heavily and readily engaging in this fight. Tim's decided to go directly at Candace Owens. And Candace Owens's rhetoric over the last couple of days, weeks, and months since Charlie's murder, and Tim Pool was shot at last night in what had to have been an attempted assassination attempt. Tim Pool saying last night, a vehicle approached our property and opened fire. No one was hurt. Our security team is reviewing this incident and will be relaying the report to the appropriate law enforcement. This is the price that we pay for speaking out against evil, says Tim Pool.
It
I
is
only
the
mentioned the
price
Candace
of
thing here because obviously Tim Pool has in subsequent post called what Candace is doing evil, as she is openly attacking and leveling allegations against people inside of the Turning Point orbit, blaming them for the murder of Charlie Kirk. And Tim Pool, as we have covered, is hitting out very, very hard against that. And Tim seems to be connecting that. We have no idea. I'm just saying this for the record. I have no idea who the gunman was. I don't know. Apparently it was captured on camera, so I don't know who it was or what happened or who they were related to or coordinated with. I know that Tim gets attacked all the time. Tim has regular swattings at his place. Of course, that's when somebody calls in that there's a murder or some hostage situation in order to get a SWAT team to kick in the door and kill Tim.
Yeah. So if you don't know what swatting is, it's something that these trolls from the left mostly do. They think it's funny to do it. One kid made over $4,000 doing it. He went to jail. He completely changed and stopped. He said he'd never do it again. I don't think he has. He was one of the, you could call in to him and he would do, you could pay him and he would do that stuff. And swatting is where you get, where you call in a fake bomb threat or something like that, and to someone's location you don't like and where they're at. They do it even if they know the person's out at like a restaurant or an event going on. They do that. That's what the left does. And next thing you know, you got SWAT showing up, and what it is they're trying to get these SWAT teams to actually go in and shoot these people. So it's very dangerous out there. And the social media realm is very dangerous. A lot of people don't know what's really going on under the fabric of, this social media.
Should be seen as an attempted assassination. This far more overt in its attempted in its assassination nature when you're just spraying Tim's studio with bullets. Thankfully, Tim has a security gate and a security door, and his studio is sort of up and off the main road, so you wouldn't be able to get to it if you were just driving by or get to it extremely accurately. Nonetheless, I've stood outside of Tim's studio multiple times before. If a hail of bullets went through, you could easily kill somebody. I'm not saying that this isn't dangerous. I'm just thankful nobody got killed. Tim does have security precautions. My immediate thought is somebody is trying to scare us, but we have a security gate and armed guards, and it is possible that this deterred something more serious, says Tim Pool about the property getting sprayed with bullets. I hope that they I hope that they release the footage, or that they release some type of traffic camera that they can get this individual. Again, there's an individual who's currently in custody right now because they were able to get his license plate. Approached our property and opened fire, and nobody was hurt. Our security team is reviewing. The post from Tim is just months out from the assessment. Tim regularly gets swatted. Here's some of the posts of Tim getting swatted. Madness that occurs is a deeply divided society where adversaries are seeking to create crisis instead of stopping them in the first place. Glad no one is hurt. We need to figure out who did this. This BS has to stop. Naomi, who's one of Tim's regular guests and co-hosts, says, I was at the show. Undeniably one of the most important conversations. People would rather, in order to shut down conversations, people would rather use violence and kill. And that's a collapse to society. You're seeing this like almost exclusively on the left. But people are like done talking. They're like done with people who have conversations. They believe that if you call someone a name, if you call someone a Nazi or fascist long enough, that and loud enough, that you just kill them. And that is.
Here's the thing, and I agree. But here's the thing. Why do you guys think that? Okay, he said that. A lot of people are concerned about YouTube. Oh, you can't say Nazi, you can't say fascist, you can't say, kill. You can't do it in a harming way or a threatening manner or a way. Yes, but when you're talking about it like this, you can say it. Here's the thing I don't like about big influencers, big channels.
Nazi and a fascist in order to murder you, not because you're a Nazi and a fascist.
Because I'm not
escalating in this country, and they target attacks against the right happens too frequently. This needs to stop now.
Needs to stop.
A lot of people
needs to stop. Need to lower the rhetoric, right? So we're going to stop it there so we don't get hit. So he goes on, and then of course everybody's screaming, we need to lower the rhetoric. We need to stop this. This has got to stop, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, just let me throw it out there to any of the big influencer channels, any of the big podcasts, any of you want to be reporters. Why are you not on the front lines? You may be on the front lines on social media, but that's all you do is talk about it. Do you think those people out there at the protest, all those leftists, you've seen the videos I've seen of all those protesters at the ICE facilities, all the other protests, all this past year, those big protests everywhere, all over the country. Do you think they're listening to your channel? I mean, no shit. Do you really think they're saying we need to go listen to them? We're going to listen to, and I like Benny Johnson. I don't really know Tim Pool, but dude, turn the heat on in your place. You even went on Fox News with a toboggan on and your winter jacket. You're always in your winter jacket. I know you make enough money. Trust me. You can afford heat. Put a ball cap on or something. Anyways, it's nothing personal, but I do have personal issues with these social media so-called influencers or big channels. You sit and scream, we need to lower the temperature. We need to lower the rhetoric. We need to do that. I'm not doing it. I'm not saying any of that. I'm on the right with you guys. Here's the thing. If you're not out on the front lines, these people don't know. There needs to be a line of conservatives or the people on the right out there at those protests, not to engage in fighting or violence or any of that stuff. You need to be out there to talk. You need to be able to communicate and say, guys, girls, we got to come together. We got to stop this. This thing's has got to stop. And I know Charlie Kirk, yes, he got killed for the matter, but he was debating people. This is sad. This country is divided, and Trump was right. It's at a tipping point, but you're not making a difference online because you have the same audience. Trust me, that's watching your show, and that's good. You're making good money, tons of money. You're on there every day. You're doing your thing. You're playing the game. I get it. But nothing is going to change until you actually reach the people that need to hear it. That's all I got to say, about that. You need to get out there on the front lines. I'm disabled, or I would travel around. I don't make hundreds of thousands of dollars off social media to do that stuff, or I would be out there on the front lines. I promise you, I'm that kind of guy. So I just wanted to show you guys this. So if you don't care, kind of, keep everybody in your prayers. Thank God he wasn't shot. Like I said, I don't know him, don't really watch him, but I don't want anything bad to happen to anybody as well. So we're going to leave it right there. And let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Stay in your lane or crash the damn thing.